You can unfold your arms. Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
So to say.
I'm sorry?
So to say.
I'm sorry, what?
So to say, yeah, a little bit.
So you're lucky that your attorney was able to negotiate for you and only get 1 year. For somebody who's been to prison, you're not stepping up to the plate and being a father they can look up to. It's probably best that you cut them loose so that perhaps they can have a good start in life without you in it and bringing nonsense. Move on.
All right, guys, today we've got Judge Boyd dealing with a full-grown male Karen who's furious at his attorney because she only got 1 year in jail. Mind you, this guy has been to prison before. On top of that, he's facing charges for following a complete stranger in his car like some kind of creep. Like, seriously, what was the plan here? Some people just refuse to take responsibility. Let me know your thoughts in the comments while you watch. Now, let's dive in and see Judge Boyd put this guy in his place, probably for the first time in his life.
I understand you're charged with criminal mischief, $2,500 to $30,000. That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. Did you understand? You can unfold your arms. Has anyone promised you anything other than the plea? Are you satisfied with the way you've been represented?
So to say.
I'm sorry?
So to say.
I'm sorry, what?
So to say, yeah, a little bit.
Okay, I don't understand the first.
No.
All right. Do you want a jury trial?
No.
Because we'll give you one. So again, we're back to the question, are you satisfied with the way you've been represented? All right, the court will find that defendant has, I'm sorry, now are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes, no.
All right, the court is finding there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court is finding you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, is there anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Your Honor, I would just like to make a brief record, if I may.
Yes.
I just want, for the record, to state to the court that I had discussed this case at length with my client. We met while he was out of custody and went over all of the police report, 911 call, videos, etc. I negotiated the plea to waive 2 previous convictions that he had when he had gone to TDC previously. And while I believe that I've done a great job, I did explain very clearly to him that if he was not satisfied with the plea bargain offers, that he certainly could go to trial. He has, as the court's seen, agreed that he wants to take advantage of that plea bargain offer, and I would ask the court to go ahead and follow that and allow him to go ahead and serve the 1 year state jail. But I want to make very clear, and it always concerns me when somebody insinuates that I didn't do my best or didn't do a good job, because you know how hard we work. I know how hard I work. And I just want to make clear that I did everything that I could for this young man standing here before you. And I am asking you to please go ahead and follow that.
All right. And so with his prior trips to prison, then is that something, because I don't have that before me, is that something that would have made this enhanceable?
Correct.
And
to
with
a second-degree felony.
2 to 20 years.
Correct.
Now, Mr. Ramirez, what I can tell you is I've read the police report. And honestly, from reading that, there's so much that could have went wrong. So the fact that you all have agreed to 1 year is to your benefit.
Yes, no. I realize that.
Because more is deserved.
Now that Judge Boyd laid it out, this guy looks like a complete fool. Like, why would you start yelling at your own attorney, the same person who just saved you from getting an even longer sentence? She got him 1 year in jail, which is honestly a lucky break considering his record. They easily could have hit him with an enhanced sentence, but instead of being grateful, he throws a tantrum like a spoiled kid. Some people are just unbelievably selfish, and this guy is right at the top of the list.
And what I can tell you, if the state would have offered 15 years and went forward on the enhancements, I would have said, yeah, 15 years, that's about right. So you're lucky that your attorney was able to negotiate for you and only get 1 year for somebody who's been to prison on an offense that could be enhanced to a second degree.
Yes, ma'am, I know. I'm blessed. I mean, she's a wonderful attorney.
Well, then why all this hesitation and this, I don't know, attitude about, yeah, I think she's okay or whatever you're saying?
I mean, no, it goes deeper than what it is. I'm saying, I mean, I have a 4, 8, and a 12-year-old, and I just went through emotional stuff personally, but I don't mean no disrespect to my attorney.
Well, the fact that you have a 4, 8, and 12-year-old and you're going to prison and you've obviously been in and out of prison while you had those 4, 8, and 12-year-olds on the planet, that's your fault.
Yeah, I know that.
These are bad choices that you are making.
I really know that.
And so if you want to be in your children's life, that is not your attorney's fault. That's all on you
Yeah.
for not doing what you're supposed to do. You're not stepping up to the plate and being a father they can look up to.
I know that.
And this whole thing, this whole police report where you're chasing somebody in a vehicle, guess what? When somebody doesn't want you anymore, they don't want you anymore. Relationship is over. Move on. And all of these relationships that people are in,
Somebody that he had, this was
I know.
a stranger.
I know, but all of these relationships that people are in with spouses, with girlfriends, with boyfriends, you have known your parents longer than you've known these people. These people come into your life for a year or 2 years and you act like you can't live without them. So here's the thing. You have children on the planet. If you're not going to be a good father to them, if you're going to be in and out of the prison, it's probably best that you cut them loose so that perhaps they can have a good start in life without you in it and bringing nonsense. I'm going to follow your agreement. I'm going to sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. And I was tempted not to give you any credit, which I could do for that.
Did check, Judge, and he has calendar days, 191 days. And I'm so sorry to derail you, but
No.
it does, I take it personally when somebody acts like I didn't do my best. And I just.
And the court is aware of your work
Thank you.
and the court appreciates your work.
I appreciate that.
And she also speaks Spanish. And Jason, I appreciate your work too. I don't want people to say I'm unfair.
I worked with Jason today, but I'll appreciate him later.
All right. It's there. I appreciate Jason Garahan. I appreciate Kathy Compton. I feel like Romper Room. I know I'm aging myself with Romper Room where she would look through the mirror. And Michael Villarreal, I appreciate you as well. Thank you. And everyone else who's in the room. All right, Mr. Ramirez, I'm showing you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it? Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand? Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over what a weapon or ammunition is, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand? All right, good luck to you. Do better, okay?
This guy is clearly a deadbeat dad. He's been in and out of prison like it's a revolving door. And now he's in court trying to play the victim, saying, "But I have 3 kids." Sir, do they even know you? Because let's be real, they probably never seen him since he's always getting locked up. And to top it off, he was out here stewing some random person's car over a road rage incident. Like, how unhinged do you have to be to pull something like that? Anyway, let me know what you think about this case, because we're about to move on to something even wilder. Next up, we got a guy facing 2 aggravated robbery charges, and his wife, who he allegedly abuses, is actually testifying in his defense. This whole situation is a mess, but let's dive in and watch Judge Boyd take control.
I'm sorry, Mike Christopher Pettis. Could I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar for the state of Texas.
Defense?
Orlando Castagnone for defense.
And are you Mike Pettis?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you entered a plea of guilty in both of these cause numbers on December 16th. The court found there was sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court deferred finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. According to the plea bargain agreement, punishments be assessed at 10 years in the prison, and the state is opposing your applications in each cause numbers. Have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report, state?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
I have, Judge.
Are there any witnesses from either party?
I have one witness, Judge.
All right, defense, call your witness.
We call her.
Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God? Yes. All right, you can lower your hand. State your name for the record, please. Virginia Rodriguez. All right, defense.
Yes, Judge. Virginia, how are you acquainted with, how long have y'all been together?
11 years.
And do y'all have any children together?
Yes.
Okay. How old is he?
25.
How old are you?
30.
Okay. And y'all have 4 children together? 3 children. Okay. What are their ages? Okay. Now, when the time of this 2 charges occurred, what was going on? Was he living with you at that time?
No.
Okay, what happened?
We separated, job,
He lost his job. What was his work history like?
He was doing good. He was a chef at Paisanos on the Riverwalk.
Okay, before he lost his job? Okay. Is he a good worker? When he's not under the influence of substances, what is he like?
He's a good dad. He's a good son.
Okay. In his home life, he also has, I guess, disabled parents. Is that right?
His mom's on dialysis. And when he was out, he was helping her.
Okay. Now, you said he lost his job at the time this occurred, right? Was he abusing some substances?
I believe she was on pills.
You believe he was on pills? Or you're not sure exactly why? You know that something was different. Okay. Now, you kicked him out of the house, is that right? And when you kicked him out of the house, what happened?
He was doing his own thing.
All right, I'm sorry, you're going to need to speak up loudly so the court reporter can hear.
He was doing his own thing.
Okay. When you say he was doing his own thing, did he kind of spiral downhill?
Yeah.
Describe that to me.
No,
And so when you found out that this happened, how did you react?
I was in shock because it's not out of his character.
It's out of his character to do that. Okay. You were surprised?
Yes.
Did you expect him to do something like that?
No.
Okay. Has he ever been to the penitentiary before?
No.
If he were to be granted probation, you think he would be successful in completing that?
Yes.
Why is that? We had responsibilities before this, right?
Yes.
What's going to be different?
As a newborn child, his mom has not, her health is not as good as was what before.
Do you believe that this is an eye opener for him?
Yes.
Do you believe that he would benefit from some type of substance abuse treatment?
Yes. He will.
Is he motivated to do that?
Yes.
How do you
The
know?
conversations we've had.
So he's motivated for health. Okay. Now, again, if he were to be released on probation, he would not be living with you.
No.
He would be living with you.
His parents.
Okay. And his parents are his mother and his stepfather, correct?
Correct.
And they're both ailing.
Yes.
And the father has Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yes.
Okay. So he would be providing for both of them. Do you live nearby?
I do.
And so would you be able to offer him support?
Yes.
Make sure he's on task?
Yes.
He'll pass the witness check.
State?
No question, sir.
All right, I have a question. Are you the same person who's the complainant in the assault family violence case or no?
I'm
The
not.
complainant in that case.
I'm not aware. That was a case, I believe it was dismissed.
No, I'm talking about the one, what I'm looking at on his history. I'm talking about the one where he received probation for 2016. Were you with him in 2016?
Can you speak up?
Yeah.
Are you the person who was the complainant in this assault bodily injury merit case? And then in 2020, there's a violation of bond and protective order. I showed that it was dismissed, convicted of other. Was that related to you as well?
Well, guys, I have to say, I'm pretty satisfied with Judge Boyd's ruling on this one. Not only did this guy traumatize the people he robbed, but he also has a long history of abusing his wife. That's not something you can just brush off. So yeah, I'm happy with the 10-year sentence he got. Honestly, I do believe in second chances, so hopefully, prison gives him the wake-up call he clearly needs. Maybe this time away will even be good for his girlfriend. Give her a chance to find herself without him constantly dragging her down. But let's be real. He's had plenty of chances to turn things around. Some of these charges go all the way back to 2016, so it's about time he finally faces some real consequences. Hopefully, he uses this time to reflect and realize that robbing and abusing people isn't the way to live. What do you guys think? Was the sentence too harsh, or did Judge Boyd get it right? Let me know in the comments. As always, I really appreciate you all for watching. Thank you, and take care.